This is a PSA. And to anyone that may be an associate or a friend of mine, and I'm not trying to be mean. This is not directed at my family, not whatsoever. I'm not even talking about you. I have no more energy or conversation unless it's about the Epstein files or this war is just going on. The ignorance of people who don't follow anything, but then have the audacity to say something about something that you have no fucking clue on what the fuck you talking about. Had an instance today at the gym with a person who is cool as fuck. Son, cool as fuck. He asked me how I hadn't seen him in a while. And we seen each other, and I said, hey, how you, because he got a new baby. I said, how the new baby doing? And he said, I'm giving too much information, because I don't know if he followed me on social media or not. And I don't want him to take offense to this. So we go. But I told him, I'm good. I'm alive. And he said, yeah, me too. And I was like, yeah, I can say that, because a lot of people aren't. So the first thing I did is bring up what's going on with the war. I didn't even say nothing about the Epstein's files, because that's still a situation. And it seems like, whatever. So when I brought it up, the first thing he said was like, good that we in Israel assassinated their religious leader. And I looked at him, I said, what? We're going to pay for that. And for anybody that thinks that what we just did was what the Iranian people wanted, it's a lie. Right after that happened, millions and millions and millions of Iranian people were in the street, upset because of that. If we're doing, then it's just like, now America and Britain, these motherfuckers are crying about what Iran is doing. And Iran told America, that if you strike us again, what was going to happen? I guess they thought they was playing. Now Iran is bombing absolutely everything that has to do with America and Israel, who have been allowing them to do. Britain comes out and say, we are not participating in an attacks on Iran. We had nothing to do with it. But they're bombing because you are giving them intel on what's going on. That's how they was able to kill. And believe in nothing. Listen, America, you all didn't do nothing special to kill their religious leader, you stupid motherfuckers. He didn't try to hide. He was at home with his family. And when I keep trying to tell people, these people believe in religion for real. They believe in this higher power, in the Muslim religion. In Iran, I don't know about these motherfuckers here in America. That whole Nation of Islam shit, I don't know what the fuck going on, because they ain't said shit about none of this shit. So fuck what Farrakhan I'm talking about. But that's why they killed Malcolm X. But anyway, he didn't try to hide. He wanted them to bomb him and kill him. He kind of has the same idea that I have when it comes to life. Like, I don't want to live super long. Like right now, I'm not in a relationship. I haven't been in a relationship in a while. But because I had to work on myself, because I was being mean to people. But that's besides the point. But I don't. Once I'm not able to be independent anymore, I don't want to live or whatever, and I'm cool with that. That's why I try to keep myself in shape and all this other stuff. But he felt the same way, and he knew that, oh, I'm 88, I got a bunch of health issues or whatever. Instead of me trying to hide, no, I'm gonna let them kill me, which ain't gonna do nothing but unify. And that's exactly what it's done. So what Iran is doing right now is what they're supposed to be doing. Stop watching the mainstream news saying that, oh, they just know. Every country that houses a United States base has aided and abetted the United States in bombing, attacking, killing. All that shit they was doing in Gaza, Britain wasn't saying nothing about that. All these other, Saudi Arabia and all these other countries weren't trying to stop these people from killing all these people in Gaza, trying to commit a suicide. Only people that was doing that was Iran, Hezbollah, and all their allies. So where was all your outcry then? Nowhere. So now that the people getting bullied is fighting back, and they're winning. More than 3 soldiers have been killed. That's why Donald Trump is talking about, oh, well, be prepared. And listen, Americans, you are being sacrificed for another country and a bunch of crazy billionaires, so-called elitists. Just as a regular citizen, that shit fuck you up and make you mad. Nobody better than me. Black excellence. That shit is dumb as hell. What makes somebody, because they got a bunch of money, that's excellent? You ain't better than me. What you do to get that money with your hoe ass? Jigga Man, Beyonce, all these stupid motherfuckers, black excellence, black ass. You ain't better than me. Nigga, you out here doing all that, boy. So, it's nonsense. So stop paying attention to mainstream. They're lying to you. Then Lindsey Graham's gonna come out and say today, to all American soldiers, we have to complete this mission. He's trying to give you a pep talk to die. Because he know that they're losing, he don't want y'all to quit because you are quit. Most American soldiers ain't a. That's why that whole fucking ship that they talking about, they was putting t-shirts and mop handles down in there to flood the toilet system. This is American soldiers who know there's some bullshit. They don't want to die because we die behind this, and they are going to die. Thousands of them. Get prepared to get them body back. And guess what, soldiers? When you finish dying, and whenever this war ends, and you got all these disabilities from the war, when you come back home, guess what? You're going to be on a motherfucking streets. You're not going to get any medical care. We've seen this movie already, right? We've seen World War I, we've seen World War II, we've seen Vietnam. Where are all our veterans? On the motherfucking streets. Not getting medical care, not getting insurance that they want. So what you fighting for? What freedoms are you fighting for? Because when you get home, guess what you're coming home to? Absolutely nothing. And when I tell you that these people don't care about you, me, or anybody else, you're pawns in their scheme. And ain't nobody saying nothing. And when I say ain't nobody saying nothing, I'm talking to motherfuckers that follow me. Or people just in general, you're sitting back and relaxing. Iran ain't stopping this time, and they shouldn't stop. Donald Trump talking about, oh, I think they want to talk. No, they don't. You want to talk and have a ceasefire. Because this ain't going the way you thought it was. The only thing you got left to do is a nuclear war. And if they do that then he gonna come out and say, well, we ain't gonna stop until we finish our agenda. Because you didn't have an agenda. The agenda you have didn't work. First off, one agenda was that they had nuclear weapons. That was a lie. The second agenda you finally started to say is you want a regime change. Well, you killed their leader and a bunch of other leaders. And you thought that shit was going to stop. That didn't work. So now what you got? You got all your bases that you got all in that region being destroyed. Dude, that shit being obliterated. So dear Americans, stop. Get Telegram. Pay attention to some other, and there's a bunch of independent news sites on the internet, even on YouTube. Get some real information. We done stepped in some shit and fell back in it. This ain't gonna, you remember the movie, The 300? When old boy was raping Leonidas' wife and had her against the wall because he gave her money. Don't this sound familiar? And said, I'm not going to send the troop, the army over there unless you... And what when you remember he had against the wall and what he was telling her? You're not. This is going to be painful. You're not going to enjoy this. America, this is going to be painful. You're not going to enjoy this. And it's our fault. Iran is not a threat to America. Iran ain't trying to... We have killed so many Iranians and Muslims that it's a shame. That's why they don't like us. But even with all that going on, we were still trying to negotiate. Well, not we. They were still trying to negotiate. And every time they tried to do, you know what America did and Israel did? Sneak attacks. Well, this sneak attack is going bail. You didn't kill the leader like you wanted to do. But they have designated other leaders. In America, seeing today and today getting their ass whooped. This soldiers getting dying like a motherfucker over this bullshit. These soldiers out here getting smoked. And I'm not happy about nobody dying. But this didn't have to be. Sometimes you got to learn lessons. Even when you don't want to. Just telling you, man, this shit going bad. And America has nobody to blame. So, dear American citizens, don't be all here. Don't let America get you to marching out of the streets for the death of these soldiers that didn't have to happen. But your pussy ass didn't go outside to march for the Epstein files, and you didn't go outside to march to stop this from even happening. And now that it's happening, if you're going to be mad at somebody, be mad at your governments, Republicans and Democrats alike.